Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here, this time reviewing on Injustice 2, Issue 5. Now, Injustice 2, the comic book series, fills in what happens after Superman's defeat, and how Batman is picking up the pieces. Now, I have missed a couple of issues, so if you want to look up your history, go to Comicstorian or read it online. So let's get on the story. It starts off how Blue Beetle is at the same time in Cord Industries, and at the same time facing time. What's in? They're everywhere. That's too much energy. Pour it back. I can't. And so after screwing up, he ends up getting impaled, which is all part of Will Magnus' training. And him and the new Blue Beetle are having an argument, and says that he's just gonna go. And he says, "You were supposed to take this one without destroying it." I know. I'm sorry. I'll pay you back. Skeet, how much was that bug worth? $3,045,000. And he says that he has $2, and says that he'll take it. So he mainly leaves, and all that. So meanwhile, after entering a room, Batman's like, "Ted called." And he knows that it's Bruce Wayne, and he says, "Bruce Wayne can't walk into Cord Industries." And so he's asking him for a favor, asking him that he wants him to help rebuild the world, and that he doesn't want Blue Beetle. And so Ted Cool jokes about how it's Batman asking for money now. I actually like how this cover actually does have a kind of them pointing bunny ears at Batman. And so Batman leaves without, I don't know, giving Ted Cool a kind of bat device that can contact him or anything. And so Booster Gold shows up saying, "Hey Teddy, Booster?" And so Booster Gold points out to Ted Cool that something's going to happen and that he can't be there now. And says that he has tried to stop this a couple of times, and there is nothing he can do. And I actually like how his suit kind of made him look a bit more fatter in appearance. I'm guessing years of not exercising and stuff has had its toll. And I have one last tearful goodbye, and where they see death, and where Tickle when his window gets blown up says, "Does anyone have eyes on him?" "I'm right here, Ted." "Damien, your father was here earlier. I don't think he'd approve of the kids you're hanging out with." What? Wait, Ted Cool is Blue Beetle? He was once. Surprise. And so he releases all of his robots, and despite him getting a clean shot on Deadshot, Cortana slices off his arm, and he goes down without a second thought. Meanwhile, at Washington, D.C., the new president is being elected, saying, "I hate this. I promise you, it gets easier. No, I promise you, I can't truly understand how much you can hate this until you had to do it for 2 terms. And so they now talk about a new meeting they're signing up with, and this has them going down to a secret location where they meet Batman and says, "Sorry for bringing you here, all the way down here. We need a suitable location." And so we're introduced to some new insurgent members, Aqualad, Lucius Fox, and Black Lightning. Now, given the fact Black Lightning did appear in the first run, it's shown that he did survive the events of Injustice, and got some other ones. And so Ted Cool was brought into basically Secret Sanctuary, where he says, "The Blue Beetle? Mr. Cord, I had no idea." And so his plans to deal with the other world leaders. Orc and Killer Croc are going after one person. Man-Bat's got the other one. And Batman shows the new president the new members. Lucius Fox, Aqualad, also Black Lightning, also Black Canary, and the Oliver Queen from a parallel universe. And he says, "Ted Cool will be joining us soon." As will Professor Irons. Professor Irons? How still died in Metropolis? No. He didn't. Natasha, thank you for coming. Are you certainly comfortable wearing that symbol? It was my uncle's symbol. I wear it for him. I actually like what Natasha's saying, because she's saying even though it's Superman's symbol, it was still a pot of steals, showing that no matter who wears the symbol, good people can always wear it. And so, when Batman says that the Warriors will come in, turns out that Blue Beetle has been captured and they are forced to be executed. And despite Batman trying to find the signal and having Batgirl locate it, other companies are being destroyed, presumably killing thousands in the building. And Ra's al Ghul's last plan is to have Orca and Killer Croc kill all the world leaders and Ted Core in satisfaction. And Heine's mum or possible aunt says, Jamie, what are you watching? No. And even Batman looks shocked about what happened, and even like Green Arrow, and also while Blue Beetle is still alive, Booster Gold shows up to say some last few goodbyes, and Blue Beetle asks Booster Gold to do one favour for him, to look after Blue Beetle, and they have one last goodbye, and Blue Beetle dies. So that's the story. What do I think? Kind of alright, but I feel like they killed off Blue Beetle just to make it like a last kill thing. I mean, it feels like his death didn't really have any meaning, and it feels like one of those characters just to kill off to make some more suspense. So I give this a thumbs in the middle. Kind of alright, but could have been better. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.